professional women feel like they can have it all.
Well, personally, I feel like we work for it. I feel like a man works for. I think I saw a video the other day that you were doing, and the woman was on there, the girl who was making all the funny faces, and she said she had dated a plastic surgeon, and he started making all this money, and he started talking about poly relationships, and you were like, well, because he's making that amount of money, and that's what he wants, then that's what he should go for. And you were like, regardless of how he looks physically, if he's worked to make that money and his values have changed to the point where he doesn't, that why is it not the same thing for women? Like,
did you not pay attention to the last call? First of all, she agreed. The woman in that video agreed with that.
I'm not saying I don't agree with it. I'm not saying
No. I just want to be clear, because you didn't tell the entire story. The woman who made that point agreed with that. She just didn't want to participate in it.
Right, but my point wasn't a disagreement with how you spoke about that. My point was
Your point was if men can do it, why can't women do it?
Yeah.
Because you can't. It's a double standard.
It's a double standard.
Yeah. And see, the thing is, you ladies like double standards when they benefit you.
You want to give me an example?
How many of y'all are serving in the forward areas in the military? How many of you are digging ditches and doing the dirty, disgusting job to make this country run? That you want equal representation, equal votes, but you don't want to actually become a firefighter and not have the test be altered because you can't do a 200-pound dead man's carry.
Is that for all
you
women?
want equality. You want equality.
I don't think all women choose not to do that.
No, I don't. See, that's one thing I don't do, ma'am. One thing I don't do is I don't get into this not all conversations. That's not what I do. We stick in the general because that's just a deflection tactic. There are double standards. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have a 12-year-old.
12-year-old what?
Son.
12-year-old son. Okay. You gonna put him in Girl Scouts?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because he's a boy.
Why? No. We're all the same, right? Go let him sell Thin Mints.
Right, I understand where you're coming from.
No. If he wanted to, and said, "Mommy, I want one of the cute little Girl Scout outfits, and I want to sell Thin Mints and s'mores."
I'm sure, but there are men out there who will allow their
children.
No,
we're talking about you. We're talking about you. You asked the question.
Okay, I would.
I'm asking you, if your son wanted to come in and play and sell Thin Mints and s'mores and all this other stuff, yeah, you're gonna tell him, "Yes, son, I support you because your boys and girls are equal." That's what you're gonna do? You're gonna get him in a nice little sassy uniform and march him down there and get him some pigtails?
No, but I don't feel like money is a double standard. You feel like money is a double standard when it comes to men and women?
You said money. No. I'm sticking. Money is a double standard. No, don't switch the subject. I said there are double standards. I said there are double standards. That's why I said there are double standards. And you're the double standards when it comes to women and men.
There are a few, but you're putting money in the category of double standards between men and women?
Yes, your money doesn't matter to us. If so, listen. If so, why do women? What is wrong with your connection? Are you on like Wi-Fi or something? You like Cricket Wireless?
No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I just have my phone in my hand. Excuse me.
But it's really digitized, so it's a really slow connection on your side. It's like, okay, ready?
I'm ready.
If money equal the playing field, why do women like Jill Scott, Mary J. Blige, and women like that end up not being able to marry men who are their colleagues? Why do they end up having to typically do like Nicki Minaj and marry these no-name people? Because women can't use money to overcome their actual sexual marketplace value. We don't care about your money. It's a different calculus.
Okay.
And just like you said, you wouldn't let your son go to Girl Scouts because boys and girls are different, because it's a double standard.
Okay, well, we're with that. We're going to agree to disagree. So.
There's no agree to disagree. That's another one of these subjective truth, my truth bullshits. No, 2 plus 2 is 4.
I'm not going to use profanity with you, sir. If you want me to
This is
act
my
like a
show.
lady,
If I want to say bullshit, I'll say bullshit. If you don't want to hear it, plug your ears.
you told me you, but I think that's the problem too. I think men want us to act like ladies, but then they in turn treat us like.
I said it's bullshit. I didn't curse at you. I didn't call you something.
I didn't say that.
But you said you're trying to understand something. Don't try to tell me as a man on my show how I need to act. I'm not going to curse at you. If you don't want to curse, don't curse.
I just asked a question. I didn't demand you do anything, darling.
Well, it's not even for your place to ask.
It's not my fault. All right, you can continue. Sorry.
You don't need to tell me to continue. See, that's the problem. You ladies need to learn how to stay in your place when you deal with men. I can continue. I can do whatever. I can click you off. I can click you on.
You can.
Where's your son's father?
Where's my son's father? He's in another state, but he's in his life.
Okay. Why didn't you guys marry?
We were young. I was 16 when I got pregnant. 17 when I had my son. I was actually going to the military, but I couldn't go to the military due to a small disability. But I ended up marrying a Marine at 21, and due to some long distance issues, we decided to divorce. And so,
man, I don't know what's going on with your connection because like your audio is going in and out.
Well, let me cut it up. I can cut it up for you. Hold on.
So, why is it? Do you think men and women should be? Do you think there should be no difference in treatment between men and women?
Yes, I do. Like, what perfect example is how I just tried to communicate to you that if I'm treated like a woman, I'll act as such. But if I'm not treated as a woman, then there's this defense mechanism that comes up.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Let me tell you, see, that's another one. That's more bullshit. Let me tell you right now. A feminine woman is a feminine woman. See, we don't accept men saying they turn their masculinity on and off. Okay, what are you doing to? We don't accept men saying, "I'll be a man if you treat me like a man, but if you don't treat me like a man, I'll act like an orangutan." Men are masculine because they are.
They do that quite often, though, sir.
Don't tell me what they do. Those are the men you deal with. Don't tell me that men do that. Maybe the men you deal with. I'm not going to let you come in here and just say what men do.
Well, let me rephrase that for you. There is a vast majority amongst the black women, obviously it's a collective, that believe that men do the same thing.
Yeah, you can believe whatever you want because the women you're talking about don't deal with facts, data, statistics, or reality. It's called delusion. So I don't doubt that many of the women you speak of are delusional. You're right.
I believe in statistics, though. I believe.
Well, I believe that if you can have observable reality, facts, data, and statistics, and that you can still have people believe something else that can be proven false, and they still believe it, that's called delusion.
Okay, so when are you going to prove when actual facts are proven? I believe them, but when there's a blurred line there in which can be persuaded to each or other, then belief is very much so, the prerogative of the person.
Did you just give me the In Living Color skit?
If you liked it, just said. If you liked it, darling, but that's the truth.
What do you think you just said?
What did you think I just said? I just said
a bunch of babble. Okay. Even people in the comment section are like, what is she talking about?
Well, I wasn't reading the comments since I know you don't like that. But obviously, you're
all right, man. I'll tell you what. You have a point of view. You're entitled to your point of view. Men and women are not equal. I don't expect them to be equal. Just like you don't want your boy going to you wouldn't want him being a Girl Scout And if you want everybody to, if men can do it, why can't women do it? Because we can't. Because men can run around and have sex all over town. He's a player. Women do it, you're a hoe.
Well, I wasn't trying to presume
That's just. I didn't make those rules though.
And those rules are simply fine. But I was just wondering, you know.
But the thing is, ma'am, you're 30. How old?
I'm 30. Period.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that as a mother, you understand that these rules exist, and I don't understand why women who are grown women, fully grown women, are still asking why do double standards exist? Because they do.
I'm not asking that. What I asked was, I didn't think that money was considered a double standard because I've seen it both ways.
Money doesn't make a woman look better.
Right, but
money makes a man look better.
You don't think so? You don't think that?
Are you insane? Money makes a man look better. Let me explain something to you because she's not seeming to get it. Dallas Cowboys. Look at former Dallas Cowboy Nate Newton and guys like him, the guys who are not really good looking. See, there's a term with money. He's ugly, but he ain't ugly. We all know that money makes a man look better. All right, ma'am. I don't think this is going anywhere.